Hello and welcome back to Levelhead Basic Design. In this video I'm going to show you how to place singular elements on the screen. So as you can see, we have a grid here. Everything in Levelhead is grid based and is based on just a number of squares, and if you watched from the last video we selected a box which I think is 50 by 50, so there should be 50 squares up and 50 squares across for this particular one. So for placing items, you want to click the one you want, which is going to be up here. We'll explain a bit more about this in a couple minutes, but first, this is going to be your most basic one. It will change depending on the overall layout as we explored here. The Aquadunes is what we're currently on, and it'll give you the Aquadunes tile set. If you go to Kiston Ruins, as you can see, it's changed again up here. Some stuff will stay the same throughout any of the tile sets, but that is your most basic one you want to think about. To put a basic element here, all you gotta do is click the one you want and click once. So as you can see, I've put an actual element there. And if you play, you can use it. Okay? We're in cheese mode, but we'll cover that some other time. For the moment, we'll put the package back down so then we can just hit play very easily and we can see it in what it would actually look like in an actual gameplay. Just 1 second. Okay. There, now everything's here. And again, you can try things out that way. Next thing we want to think about are these buttons here, which are going to be used to modify existing elements. This will be covered on another video. For undo, all you gotta do is hover over it and press, you can either press Z to do it, or you can simply click it, and I'll just undo the most recent thing you did. Let's put that back. For the next one, if you want to delete, you can either, when you click it, it'll give you the red trash can looking thing, and it'll delete by single click whatever one you want to do, like so. Where it goes for a second. Okay, so that's delete. Now, if you decide you want to use the shortcuts, which are displayed right next to it, so Z, Q, etc., all you have to do is press the button on your keyboard and hover over it at the same time, and I'll do it for you as well. If you hold down Q, you can simply drag. Okay, I'm only holding down Q to do this, and that will just keep deleting as you go. The next one is going to be the paint bucket. So that is if you want to put a very large amount of things at once. Okay, so you have to click what you want and then hit the paint bucket. Okay, it's got the purple paint bucket there in the cursor, but it also has the level element that it's going to do. And it's going to do a kind of a diamond looking thing, as I'll show you. So let's click once. And it does a large amount there. A bit more about paint bucket is it won't overlap anything. It will only go up to the most recent, or rather basically the end here. So if I click right here, as you can see, it just simply fills in the gaps. It doesn't overlap them in any particular way. So I'll just undo those. And that's paint bucket. Next thing you want to think about is grabbing. So all you gotta do is if it turns into a little mitt there, as opposed to the finger, if it goes into the whole glove, you can simply click and drag. Those are for singular elements only, okay? So in order to grab a larger set, that'll be in the next button, which is this one, multi-select. You can do that with anything. Also, if you're in another thing, like let's say you're in delete, and you want to just grab something, you can simply hold G and it'll do that for you as well. So anything that you press will always take precedence over what you have selected. Then we're going to get into multi-select. This is a bit harder to use, but once you get used to it, it should be fairly self-explanatory. Click and drag over the things you want, and then you can apply a couple elements. You can either grab the whole thing, so you can do that, and then grab it and drag it. The other thing you can do is copy. You can be using copying a lot. So copying, you can do an entire selection, in which case you click it once, and then it'll just give you a whole new one to do it with. You can copy as much as you want. It doesn't work like a clipboard, so there's no anything that you're currently copying will either change your cursor or it'll look like this, that you're simply dragging it around. I'm not holding anything to do so. Using the multi-select, it will attach it to your cursor for you. Okay, so now we're going to get into copy proper. If you click copy or you press C, this will allow you to copy individual elements. Oh, just to go back for a second. If you have something copied like so, you need to escape out of it to stop selecting it. Anyways, go back to copy. You find the element that you want. You click it once, and then it'll put it back on your cursor so you can paste it wherever you'd like. The most common shortcut for this is the right mouse click. So you can do that, and it'll copy whatever you have there. Okay. Let's just get something that looks a bit different. Okay. So this is a really easy way using the copying via right mouse click. I'm not sure what it is on consoles, but copying via right mouse click is right click, and it'll just change it over for you so you can do whatever you'd like with it. And also, to come back to it quickly, rather than going through the menus, you can simply do it like that. So right click will attach it to your cursor for you to copy. And that is the basic elements of these. If you want to start selecting to put other things, like in these ones over here, all you gotta do is click on them, find the element you want, and it's going to be exactly the same process for any of the other elements. And that is basic placement. Thanks for watching. I hope you see you in the next video.